Just kidding. Never mind. Coming around. Coming around. That's when I was walking up and I was like, oh no!
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, we look like fucking idiots.
Yeah, dude. Ooh, that street glide though.
Where?
In the back. See, that's the one. That's the breakout. This is the one I want. The little Lowrider Softail Sport, whatever. Lowrider Sport.
Street glide with a 110.
Which is this one? The bad son bish. You got Shane in front of me riding the new Milwaukee 8 114 Street Glide, triple cooled something something something. And your boy is on the new Lowrider Sport. This thing is sexy. This thing is quiet. Digging that fairing in the front, dual clusters, whatever that's, the rev and speedometer. I got a good time going on. Got the blacked out pedals, mid controls. They're like a mid forward control. Oh God, there's neutral, found neutral. There we go, baby. Overall, the stance feels pretty good. Oh, that was a nice quick little kick. That throttle response is good. I can dig it. So I'm not really sure what to talk about on these test rides because one, I can only compare it to the bike I have. Because I'm not really too familiar on differences of all the bikes other than the motors, maybe some of the internal workings. But for seating position on this Lowrider Sport, I would say the handlebars are a little lower than what I would like. Kind of feels like I'm hunched over. I do like this whole fairing thing though. I think I already said that. It's pretty blacked out. Black mirrors, black handlebars, black brake pedal, etc., etc. Black R thing. Feels good, other than the handlebar issue. Grips are a little small. Then again, what stock grips aren't? This is actually pretty cool though, because a lot of times the demo days, it's just a short ride, like around a quick block, and you go home or you go back to the dealership and you're like, oh yeah, that bike felt pretty good, but that's pretty much all you can say, is like you only rode it for a short little while. And this is I think they said it was a 14-mile ride, so you get to have a little more time on the bike spent, lets you get a little more feel for it and see if you would really see yourself owning the bike and or driving. You like the way it feels, comfort, etc., etc. So that's pretty cool. I do want to get a Lowrider in the near future after I pay off my bike. Probably buy that Lowrider. If not, maybe a Street Glide, and just maybe with my Street Bob get bigger handlebars, and then just put the Lucky Daves on the Street Glide. I mean, or the Lowrider, and just have two different types of bikes, one like just as a bar hopper and one when I'm straight mobbing the streets of the United States of America. We got Shane jamming up front with the little radio action going on. You can hear it from here. Squad. Another cool thing about them is those gold wheels. I may just had to buy some for my bike, Street Bob. They are pretty wicked, my man. Pretty wicked. Overall, it's a sweet bike. Oh, that feels good going in that turn. I don't know why this guy's pointing. He's just like, I understand signaling your lane, but he's like point. It's alright, it's whatever. This thing is fast, man. Gosh dang. Did I put it back? Okay, I don't know. That's the only thing I don't like about this. I'm used to seeing, oh, this thing has cruise control or what? Yeah, dude, what? That's pretty legit. I'm pointing, I'm going over there. Y'all. Okay, so I gotta say, I do like this bike. The only downside is I would have to pretty much buy everything or do everything I have to from the beginning, because the speed is awesome on this thing, man. The only downside is the rider stance and the grips, pretty much the handlebars. I'm pretty sure the seat is not bad for a stock seat. I can see it getting pretty brutal on a drive. It's soft, yes, but it's like a hard foam. I don't even know if that's what it is, but that's what it feels like. And the overall, I feel like I'm hunched over, like kind of aggressive riding. Maybe it's because it's kind of like drag bars where you're supposed to be a little lower in the seating or the stance. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's what my impression is. I do love it. The throttle response is amazing. Stock, like, you could probably dial it even faster to where, let's see, okay, so let's do this. It's almost, it's like maybe, I don't know what kind of time delay I want to say it is, but it's pretty much almost immediate. The keyword is the almost, because I know you can dial it to where it's like a 1-to-1 ratio, 1-to-2, 1-to-3, depending on how much of a time delay you want or how fast you really want to go. If you're not an experienced rider like me, if I were to change the throttle response time, I would probably pop a wheelie, whiskey throttle, and crash. But it does, that's my favorite part though. I can definitely see myself speeding in one of these cases, because here we go. We are, let's go 60 real quick, and 70 that quick. That thing is pretty rad. Me gusta. And it's funny because the last time I did, I rode a 48, one of the newer ones, and it's crazy how much of a difference between the smaller end bike, like the Sportsters, going to the dyno family or Softail family even, where I felt more exposed on that, maybe because I was like bigger for the bike than I'm used to. Like on the street bike, I feel like the bike is bigger than me, and on the Sportster, I felt like I was too big for the bike, and if something happened, I was gonna die, or like if I were to get in an accident, my bike would offer little to no protection, and I was like, I didn't like that. And so with, let me just switch over real quick. So I didn't like that. And this one, it still feels smaller than my Street Bob, and I'm gonna go ahead and contribute that to the handlebar and the fairing kind of being lower, and my handlebars are up here. Maybe if I stuck with the stock handlebars on my Street Bob, where they were kind of like a little lower, whatever that word is, profile, then it wouldn't feel so different. Maybe it's because I'm already used to riding with the handlebars somewhere up here, to where I'm not used to seeing this much real estate of the road. Cherrier than cherry, everybody. And that's coming from a person who doesn't really do bike reviews. So, you know, I appreciate y'all watching this video, and if you have any suggestions for future possible things to cover on a bike, let me know. If you say like, oh hey, you know, that was kind of cool, but next time, you know, maybe pay attention to the difference in this or that, then that's different than your bike, and I'll be like, okay, sure, whatever you say, bruh. I don't know what we're yielding to. Oh god. Oh dude, but I do love that throttle response time, dude. It is probably, it's like butter, dude. It's like when you drive a Glock, not when you drive, when you shoot a Glock, let's say for instance, and you rack the slide, you can totally feel it. It's like, oh, that feels good. And then you go to a 6 hour and you rack that. It's like a huge difference. There's no lag in the throttle, is at least what it feels like. It's just smooth. It's buttery smooth. The ride is awesome. There's no vibrations from the road. The handlebars do a great job at absorbing it, as do the grips. Maybe if you get different grips that aren't as so much rubber or whatever, you may feel it. I don't know. But from initial impression, like I said, it feels bueno. Oh, I didn't mean to pass this guy up. Might as well. How do you like it?
This thing fucking hauls ass.
No shit?
Yeah, it's so easy to maneuver too.
Those are pretty cool sunglasses.
Like, my first gear, second gear, we did like turn, I got on it and it was like, whoop. And I was like, oh, how's that?
I mean, the handlebars suck, but this thing's like, bah, bah.
Does it go?
Oh yeah.
The only thing that sucks is my boot was like hitting right here, and it was like fucking burning through my shoes, like my foot was on fire.
That's the new 2017, everybody.
The music's nice too.
I know. What else we got going on here? The sparkle fibers will have to go. Get the fancier, thicker 110mm ones. I really do like the exhaust cover though, the heat shield cover. Even though it's stock, it's whatever. I like seeing other people check out the bikes in the rearview mirror. They're like, oh yeah, it's awesome. Oh dude, this bike is awesome. What's that guy got? That guy's got the Breakout, I want to say, with the Daymaker. Yeah, that's the Breakout. Sweating. I'm sweating. I totally just jacked this guy's spot. A little blip with the throttle. Overall, this was a nice demo run. I kind of wish they were done with construction to where it wouldn't look so ugly. As compared to like a lot of these other people doing demo runs, they're all nice and scenic, and here it's kind of like, oh hey, look at the construction. Good old city. Those shocks are wicked, man. Such a sweet bike.